Chris Sewall here, baseball card collector, investor, dealer in that order. Welcome everyone to Price is Right, Sports Cards Edition, Round 3, mano a mano, the Texas Snowman against yours truly, baseball card collector, investor, dealer. And round 1 went to, well, actually round 1 was a tie. Round 2 went to the Snowman. Let's see if I can recover here in round 3. We had some time restraints for this recording, so we only did 4 examples each for the game instead of the usual 6.
What's up, dude? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing awesome, man. I don't know if you want to share or not, but you can maybe give a quick recap of our last battle and what happened. I'd love to hear it. You know, sometimes I forget things. So,
So this is our third battle here. The first one ended in a tie, 3-3, right?
yeah.
The second one, it went to the final round, and then I felt bad for you, so I hit the post on the last one. We ended up tying, and I gave you a freebie as the tiebreaker. Super easy question. Jeremy took home the title, and he went home happy. So congratulations to Jeremy for winning that last one. And here's the rematch. We'll see if I feel bad for him on this one or not.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it, right? So yeah, that's good. That's good. A little bit of sore loser syndrome in there, just the tiniest little bit. But yeah, so Jeremy won fair and square. There was no refs or penalty flags. I would text Chris, hey man, just a reminder, you haven't won yet. And he's like, yeah, it's under review. It's a challenge flag and all this stuff.
Yeah. By the way, on the last one, I didn't notice while we were playing, but I was clicking my pen the entire time, and it was super annoying. Did you notice that?
Honestly, I saw somebody commented on that.
Yeah, they were totally right.
And I didn't even notice it until I read his comment. So
Okay.
no, I didn't notice that either. I was just, I guess, focused on the game, I guess. I don't know. But no, I didn't really notice. Looking back, I'm like, I probably did, and I just didn't pay any attention to it.
I think it's one of those things. If you know it's there, you can't miss it, and it's really annoying. So I gotta make sure I don't play with the pen this entire game.
Right. Yeah, you got to have it not in your hand. Because you're right. When I looked back and watched it, I was like, oh my gosh, he's going.
I didn't realize I was so fidgety. I don't feel fidgety, but I guess I was fidgety. All right. So for those who don't know, this is round 3 of the Price is Right Sports Cards Edition. Very simple game. Jeremy and I each have come up with pairs of cards, and we show them to the other person, and they have to guess or figure out which card is more valuable based on recent comps. So I'm gonna, on this piece of paper here, I'm gonna draw either a star or an arrow, and if you guess it right, then you go first. You show first. If you get it wrong, I show first. So
Okay,
did I draw a star? Did I draw a star or an arrow?
You totally drew a star.
I did draw a star. Yeah. Okay. So you show first.
Got it. All right, here we go, sir. Let me show
All right, I'm ready.
Right. Okay, so first up, we have a 2018 Topps Update Ronald Acuna rookie at bat in blue jersey, PSA 10, pop 20, almost 22,000 tens. Man, it's insane. And then we have a 2013 Topps Update Nolan Arenado rookie, PSA 10, pop 4,156.
Okay, well, I feel pretty good about this one. The Acuna I know has come way down, and I actually feel like it's only like a $50 card now. I think the Arenado is easily more than that. So I'm going to say the Arenado final answer.
Okay, here we go. You are correct.
Oh yeah, 1 for 1.
1 for 1. Well done, sir.
All right, we'll take that. I don't often get off to quick starts in this game.
No, you've done pretty bad in the beginning, and then you do good at the end. So well done.
Okay, you ready for your first one here?
Ready, buddy.
All right, we have a T206. That's your bread and butter. Frank Chance, Hall of Famer for the Chicago Cubs, of the famous Tinkers to Evers to Chance. That's the portrait red variation with the common Piedmont back, PSA 4. The pop counts you see on that is for all backs combined. And a 2001 Topps Chrome traded Ichiro and Albert Pujols rookie, PSA Gem in 10, pop 213. Have at it.
Man, I'm not sure what that Ichiro Pujols is trading at now. All right. I think that I'm going to say the Ichiro and Pujols 10 is going to be more than the Frank Chance final answer.
Final answer?
Yep.
Ichiro Pujols is correct.
All right. Wow, that was close. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
Whew.
I believe in you, so I know I knew you could do it.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Because it was really a toss-up for me, but I felt like that one with both of those guys and a 10 and Pujols going up recently in combination take over the chance. That's
which one would you take for your PC? Can't sell it.
Oh my gosh, man. Definitely the chance. 100%.
I take the Ichiro.
Would you really?
Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool card. That's what, how many cards have a rookie of two Hall of Famers on it? I actually did a video on that fairly recently. It's not many.
That's a good point. Yeah, I'm just a Vincent.
Now
there are modern cards I would choose over like that Frank Chance though, for sure.
Yeah.
But no, that makes sense. Two Hall of Famers on one card.
At one point, you were putting together that set. How close did you have that chance?
So I was putting together the set. I had it up to. Well, I was doing two things at once. So I had it up to like 275 of the cards of the 520.
Yeah.
But I also had like another
rare back
75 duplicates that were all rare backs or less common backs, you know.
Yeah.
So altogether, I probably had around 370, 350-ish cards. You know what I mean? Some of them were duplicates, but because of long term, I was going to do 4 or higher, and then all non-common backs. So I had 2 of them, but I ended up selling it. To this day, I wish I would have held it because I poured a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and love into that set. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had such a good time.
I know you did. You were super into it. I remember.
Oh, dude, I was way into it, and I think the day will come. I'll do it again. Yeah. I think the day will come. I do it again.
All right, it's 1-1. Hit me with it. I'm ready.
All we do is tie, bro. Except for when I win. All right, here we go. A 2005 Bowman Aaron Rodgers rookie, PSA 10, pop 177. And a 2000 metal Tom Brady, PSA 8 rookie, popped 318 with 467 higher.
Ooh, good one. How rare is that metal Brady? Brady has so many rookies. That's probably sort of like a mid-level one.
Are you wanting me to tell you?
No, I'm just talking out loud. I feel like they're both pretty close. I would guess the Rodgers is like $500. Is the Brady going to be that much in an 8? I mean, I might be wrong on the Rodgers. I'll say I don't think the Brady's that high. I'll say the Rodgers. Final answer, Aaron Rodgers.
All right. Incorrect.
Oh, come on. Brutal, man. $50 off.
It is brutal. It is brutal.
Ah.
Yeah, no, that was a good guess, man. That was a good guess.
Yeah.
550 to 600. Yeah, and this is more of a lower mid-level rookie for him, but with all of his rookies combined, this is a pretty decent rookie card.
I guess that one's probably also particularly condition sensitive because you're not going to get that in a 10 with the edges.
Yeah, it absolutely is condition sensitive. So it definitely is one of his better rookies when you factor in all of his rookie cards,
Yeah.
But yeah. Was that too close, do you think?
Well, no, it's fine. That was a good one. No, there's no too closes. This is not we're not kids here. This is big boys. This is the big leagues.
Right. That's right. All right. Yeah. Good guess, dude. Good guess, man. Yeah.
Are you ready for your next one?
I am.
All right. Your next one is a little different. It's looking at 2 sales in one from 2017 and one from 2023, and you have to say which of these sales you think was higher. It'll make sense when you see it.
Okay.
All right. The 52 mantle on the left was a PSA 7.5, sold in July of 2017. And the one on the right sold a month ago. It's a PSA 5.5. Both of them were through PWCC. Which of these sales do you think was higher? And both of them were fair market value at the time. So
not taking centering into factor here.
This is the exact card that sold. These are the exact cards that sold, and they were like I said, they were both fair market value at the time. There weren't outlier sales.
Okay, so I'm kind of torn on this one because I immediately want to say the 5.5 is more, because the mantles have just so the mantles went way up with everything else, during COVID and all that, and they just kept going up. But then they went up again with that sale of the SGC 9.5. They went up again, right? So everything within me wants to say the 5.5. However, a 7.5 is such a high grade for that. It was 2017 though. I feel like this is going to be relatively close in comp value, but I'm going to say the 5.5, man. I'm kind of torn, to be honest with you. I mean, I want to say the 7.5 for different reasons. I want to say the 5.5. I'm going to say the 5.5 final answer.
5.5 final answer.
Yep.
No,
it wasn't. Okay. Dang it. Okay. Yeah.
Does that like make sense with the numbers now that you see them?
It does. Yeah. No, it made sense.
The mantle's actually come down. Yeah, you're right. It jumped up and then it jumped up again with that SGC sale, and now it's actually been trickling down a little bit.
Crazy, man.
All right.
I was really torn on that one because it was like, I don't know, man. If I couldn't figure out which one was my gut on that because like it was like, oh man, the 7.5s I'm sure is a little bit more, but
yeah,
it's jumped up so much on the 5.5, and so I was really torn on that, like really torn.
yeah. So. To be fair, we've made them harder. We're making them harder.
These are harder for sure. I agree. Yeah, these are
like I said, it's the big leagues, man.
All right, here we go, man. 51 Bowman, Ted Williams, PSA 5, pop 470, 862 higher, and a 71 Nolan Ryan, 7.5. Always tough to get high grades with the black border. Pop 63, 646 higher.
Well, you always give me a Williams. This is a third time in a row you're giving me a Williams.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you're right.
That's just coincidence?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's just coincidence. I really like Ted Williams a lot. He's one of my favorite guys. But
well, I would think the Williams is approaching 1,000, but not there yet. The Ryan, would it be that high? I mean, you're right. 71s are tough. 7.5 is a higher grade than you think for a 71. Yeah, I'll go with the Ted Williams. It's gonna be wrong. Ted Williams, final answer.
It's gonna be wrong, but I'm doing it anyway. Is that your final answer?
Yeah, Ted Williams, final answer.
It was right.
All right. Oh, yeah. Now Ryan scared me because that's a set that, yeah, I mean 7.5 is like a high grade for that set.
Very high grade for that set, yeah. And also, I just realized this is the first time you've been correct on a Ted Williams card. I think
that's right. I think I missed both the other ones.
Yeah, nicely done. Yeah, so it's 2-1.
2-1. All right, you can catch up here. Yeah, you ready?
I am ready.
All right, we got this is a junk wax era versus ultra modern. You got a Grant Hill rookie 1994 hoops and a LaMelo Ball rookie 2020 donruss optic. Both of them are PSA Gem in 10s. You can see the pop counts at the bottom.
Oh gosh, I'm really not sure which one would be more. You know what I mean? Well, one thing, Grant Hill, in my opinion, man, he sells so cheap. Like for the caliber of player that he is, I think he just sells so cheap. And obviously there's a gazillion of the balls. It is optic rated rookie. I don't know, man. I think I'm going to say the Grant Hill final answer.
Grant Hill, final answer. All that thinking he came up with the Grant Hill?
Yep.
I thought this was an easy one, but you got it right.
Way to set up failure just to deliver that I got it right. Nice.
Yeah, yeah. The ball's obviously completely plummeted in the last 2 years or last year.
Horribly, yes, horribly.
Yeah.
But think about that. That's a Grant Hill PSA 10 rookie.
You know, so top 100.
$55. That's just gross. I mean, Grant Hill was an amazing player, but really, that should not be a $55 card.
Just so you realize what's going on here. We're headed for another tie. It's 2-2.
I know. All we do is tie, and then all I do is win. That's just something we got going.
Yeah. Can we not land in a tie here? All right, give it to me.
All right, here we go, brother.
Yeah.
97 finest Jordan PSA 10 pop 533 versus a 93 tops gold Derek Jeter PSA 9. Population 4,074. There are 420 higher.
All right. Jeter, I actually looked this up in a 10 recently. It's like a $1,500 10, but what would it be in a 9? I would guess the Jeter is like a $200 9. The Jordan in a 10. It's just a base finest Jordan. I would guess the Jordan's not that.
It's not a refractor. No.
I would guess the Jordan's not that high. So I'm gonna guess the Jeter. Final answer.
Jeter. Final wrong answer.
Wrong answer. Jeter.
Okay. Nicely
done.
All right. Yeah. All right, man. I got to get this last one.
Ready for your last one? I do apologize. This is a hard one.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
There's a nice twist. This is also looking at 2 recent sales. Okay. Okay. So you have these both sold recently in a heritage auction. You have a 1961 Topps baseball complete set. It was the number 10 ranked set on the PSA set registry with a GPA of 8.42. And you have a 1969 Topps football set, which was the number 1 ranked set on the PSA set registry with a GPA over 9. Both of them sold recently in a heritage auction.
Well, do you mind telling me how many cards are in the football set? I can't remember how many cards.
I think football's 264.
264. Okay.
Yeah, I'll double check that.
Okay. So we're talking far fewer cards than the baseball set.
263 on the football.
263 cards. Okay. All right. So way less cards on the football. It's no secret that baseball is worth far more than football in general. The 69 set, I mean, it does have the Zonka rookie, the Piccolo rookie, those in, I can't, it doesn't matter what the grade is. Like, well, actually, it kind of does matter what the grade is on them, but not knowing the specific grades, assuming that there's no big card that's a 10, I'm assuming that. Would that be fair to say?
I don't know. The Zonka is a 9, Piccolo is a 9,
okay.
Namath is a 9, okay. Star is a 9, Unitas is a 9.
Okay, all right. That's helpful. All right. The Namath's a 9, you said? Jim Brown
is a 9, yeah. Okay.
All right, that's helpful. Because I mean, if one of those was a 10, well, that's a massive difference, right? But okay, so way less cards in the football. Baseball is worth considerably more overall. The difference between a 9.3 average and a 8.42 is pretty considerable. But then you have those 61 high numbers. 61 is really tough high numbers. Some of them especially are really tough short prints. So part of me wants to scream like, oh man, well, what's the grade of these 15 cards here?
Yeah.
But because that would really give me a much more educated guess. But I if it's okay, I have a couple of questions to help me with the
sure. I might not know them, but yeah.
What's the mantles graded, and what is some of the tougher high numbers?
So the mantle in so I only have this photo that you see. The mantle is a 9. The standard mantle is a 9. The mantle MVP is a 9.
Yeah.
The mantle all-star is an 8.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's a tough one, man. I mean, also the 69, what it has going for it is those borders, right? I mean, to get a 9 on those borders is tough. Oh, I mean, I want to say the baseball, um, just because there's so many more cards. It's baseball. I mean, you got a mantle 9. That's a fat chunk just in that one card. And then you got all the other stars that are 9s, and then all the high numbers that are, I'm assuming, 9s, and maybe some of the high numbers are 8-5. That is a big difference. But you see what I mean? Like, if I knew more cards, it'd help a lot, right? But
Yeah.
um,
Doing some math in your head.
a little bit, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say the baseball, man. I think the baseball is worth more. I just feel like that's the one. It's the force speaking to me, and the force was wrong.
I would have 100% got this wrong. To me, like I would have thought the baseball was way more, but I think the reason is the GPA of 9.3 means you got about a quarter of them are 10s. Whereas the GPA 8.4 means there's no 10s. It's probably half 8s, half 9s. If you think of it that way.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think some of those 69s in a 10 is like, it's got to be just crazy money.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was just doing the math. I mean, it's got, over double the amount of card, or, roughly double the amount of cards. And I mean, yeah, that's kind of part of the math reasoning I was doing.
Hey, we didn't tie.
No, we didn't tie, but man, I'm like disgusted. That was fun though. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, dude, congrats on your first win.
So well, you realize what that means, right? It means we're now tied.
We're now tied. No matter what we do, we're tied.
No matter what we do, we're tied. We've played 3 times. You won 1, I won 1, and we tied 1.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, that's super funny. But
Wait,
that's
when
just
you're choosing ones to make, do you this always happens to me, like I can't get started, like I can't find a good one, and then as soon as I find one, I'm like, oh, that's a good one, and then I immediately come up with like 10 other ones I want to give you because I thought that they think it'd be a good one, but it takes me a while to find the first one.
I do run into that. So what I've done now is I just changed my strategy to where I'll just go on eBay and type in a price range, baseball PSA,
Okay.
and I do a price range and I look, I'm like, oh, that's going to be a good one. And I go ahead and take a picture of it. I do the pop and I write it down and then I just do another. Oh, that's going to be a good one. I do it. And at the end, I put them, okay, this one's close to this one. This one's close to this one. This one's close to this one. Right.
Gotcha.
That's how I have done it now. Yeah, no, this is super fun. Thank you again. And guys, Snowman will try to, suck less next time. No, but super fun, man. Can't wait for the next one.
Thanks, man.
All right. Later, buddy.
Later.